Hi, we'd like to thank you for tuning into the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snow. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions as we travel the world for past, present, and future stars. And coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. Today, we want to wish everybody the blessings of the fast of Ramadan, those that are fasting, that are Muslims all around the world as we go into the second half. And if, hey, you seen last night that red moon, or lunar moon, and that is a sign that comes from the Lord of the world that judgment is to come. So we're reading the signs as we gaze into the heavens of this great fast of Ramadan. So all of the Muslims around the world, I want to give you the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum. As we go into today's World Boxing Review show, we look back on a week or so ago with Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. Those things that happened in their fight, it's still an ongoing battle. However, it's looking like they're trying to set a rematch date for sometime in June, whether it be in New York, the East Coast, or Las Vegas. But it looks like uh, the promoters and boxing organizations are trying to do the right thing uh, for this man, Lamont Rhodes, because he's taken it in the spirit of cooperation without blaming the blame game on everybody. He's taking the responsibilities and just saying, hey, look, we can fight again. And that's what true champions do. He's a 130 pound champion. So he is a champ, and he fought like a champ that night, even though he get the nod. And I think the rematch will be um, twice as good as the first fight. So, with all these rematches going on in boxing, I believe that this should be a definite rematch. And it looks like they're going to make it happen for them, for two fine champions in Javante Davis and Tank, for Tank. Let's see if in the rematch, if Javante Davis can get a little more focus. It looks like he's not focused. All of these thoughts of being retired and want to go be retired. You can't think like that when you're going to fight. Hey, you either want to do it or you don't do it. Because when your mindset is, I want to retire, I'm fighting and I'm not fighting, it shows up in the fights. And that happened to so many great fight excuse me, in the history of boxing. We've seen it with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, those heavyweights just recently when they went out and fought. If you're going to fight, because it takes so much into boxing to focus on training, the discipline that it takes to be great in fighting. And when your mind's going through those different battles, it comes out in the ring. It shows what basically you've been thinking inside your head instead of just putting your mind on winning. And that's sports psychology. When you look at competition, you have to be well rounded when it comes to fighting. Your preparation for physically and mentally, your form and technique, your fight plan, and your psyche of what sports psychologists say, the way that you think. So when you start playing with the psyche of the game, sometimes guys psych them own self out, and I believe, Javante Davis, that's what's going on with him. And let's see if he can refocus, because if he refocus and Lamont Roach's focus, it should be a dynamite fight. Well, let's take it right there. Today I want to thank Emma for giving me this mother-in-law for this goat T-shirt of Muhammad Ali. Man, what a jewel! If you look in the back, it has float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And she know I love the greatest of all times, but she gave this to me, and I want to thank her so much for this T-shirt. But as we take this thing to Michigan to look at the GOAT, Carissa Shields, the undisputed women's heavyweight champion of the world, a title that she won in the ring in her hometown of Flint, Michigan. But it was marred in controversy is because weeks after the bout, after uh, you win the title, inside the ring, you have to go in the dressing room and be tested. You got to give a urine sample. Uh, so they test to see if you have any sports enhancing drugs and any type of foreign substances that are against the rule books of boxing. And apparently, the Michigan Commission said that she had tested positive for marijuana. And so she was going through that as it hit the media across the world that Carissa Shields had tested positive for marijuana. And here she fought it, and she fought hard for it. And it seems like the commission has lifted the suspension up off her that they had put on her. So that's dissolved. That happened Friday. Let's see the rest of that stuff about the testing for positive, if that all gets resolved, and I think it will. She has competed on a high level for a long time as an amateur and as a professional. And I believe her her professionalism shows. Sometimes you get dirty labs, and sometimes the dirt from the lab gets in the testing product, or they mix urine specimens up, and not knowing all the details of her case. But sometimes it does happen, and it's rare. The level of marijuana, they have never ever came out and said that. That's also important is because there's certain uh, foods and stuff that can have you test positive for certain type of drugs just by eating a certain type of food. So that's to be looked at. But anyway, um, her suspension, Carissa Shields' suspension, is lifted, and I'm happy for that it's lifted. Your credit to the boxing game, your credit for women's boxing, all that you have done in order to keep women's boxing in the forefront as an amateur and as a professional. And I believe there's more and yet greater things to come for Carissa Shields. And we're looking forward to that. Mark Taft, her great manager and mentor and things like that. I know he's happy. He has worked hard with Carissa to with her image and all that. And sometimes you have a minor setback, but a failure never. And I believe as we move forward to listen to things that Carissa Shield is doing and all that she accomplished, I think it will come in the forefront. Once a champ, always a champ, and she will keep that championship spirit in that championship image with a guy like Mark Taft working with her. The just great things are to come because Mark Taft, he's a terrific guy, and so we're looking for those things. And in December, she came out with her film, The Fire Inside. Boy, that was good to see a great woman fighter like that as a GOAT. For them, why in her time to make a film like that called The Fire Inside for Carissa Shields. So all the positive things, if you get a chance, take a look at that film, man. It's very, very interesting about Carissa Shields' life growing up, winning gold medals for the United States Olympic team, and then becoming champion of the world in women's professional boxing, and help keep women's boxing on the forefront in sports. But now, since we're done talking about Carissa Shields, and God bless you, Carissa, we all love you. Keep up the hard work and keep working hard, and the best is yet to come for you. But women's boxing is definitely on the move. From Christy Martin, Layla Ali, who both of them are inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Layla Ali is the only undefeated woman boxer that who is inducted. Muhammad Ali's daughter, with an undefeated record at 38-0, which is a great accomplishment, and hats off to her. But the WBC with Jill Diamond, who's global secretary for the WBC. She's also here, head of the WBC Cares program, and all that Jill Diamond does for boxing. There's a summit April 2nd, April 3rd of 2025 at the Orleans Hotel in Las Vegas. Jill is putting this great event on, and there's going to be great speakers that are coming out there of women's boxers of yesteryear, of current stars in boxing that are going to be there, and the panel discussions that are going to happen. Man, I think this is a great idea to keep putting women's boxing on the forefront, and Jill Diamond has worked very, very hard to help uplift women's boxing in the forefront. The struggle always continues. The downtrodden and the poor and the ones kicked to the side. It's always a battle, and you have to keep the fight alive. In the WBC with their president, Mauricio Suleiman, who's always given the best for fighters on the forefront of the boxing safety, and leading this great organization that's been around for 62 years to step in, to be voted as president for all the years he's been president, and his father before that. Man, what fine two gentlemen that keep boxing alive and keep giving these young men and women the opportunity to be stars. And boxing changes people's lives, and the WBC cares, and the WBC with Mauricio Suleiman, Jill Diamond, and their fine committees that they have all around the world, 169 countries strong, man. That is terrific, man, when you have 169 countries back in your organization, man. So when you become a champion of these great organizations like the WBC, like the women's boxing champions, you're really representing 169 countries around the world, man, as champions. So there's people in the gym battling, hitting the heavy bat. I want to be champ like that. So all these people are biting at the bit to become champion. That's why these organizations mean so much, is because they give opportunities to people for greatness. And they have had a lot of great champions. And the GOAT, Muhammad Ali, boy, did he introduce boxing around the world as being a WBC heavyweight champion, and WBA as being undisputed champion. I mean, he really put boxing on the forefront, but it was these boxing organizations that gave him the opportunity to be great. And as women's boxing keeps merging up the scale and up the ladder, these women are biting at the bit for their greatness. And the WBC with this women's summit is helping the opportunities for women to have that chance to be great and dare to be great. You know, today's nobody's is tomorrow's somebody, but it has to start somewhere. And summits like this help boxing get down the road where it needs to go, and also women's boxing. And as you see now in boxing, you're seeing a lot of judges who are judging fights now in boxing, which is excellent. It's needed. It gives another viewpoint, a mindset about professionalism and all that outside the ring and around the ring. And also, women referees. There's a lot of women referees in boxing also. Um, Sparkle Lee, that just one to come off the top of my head. Boy, what a great job that she does. And you know, like people like Lynn Carter, who's been a woman's judge in boxing for a long time. It shows you that uh, equal parity and given the opportunities, women can do things that as just as men can do. And when you see this happening in boxing, which people look at as this is a tough man sport and all that, women are tough too, and women are smart too, and they're proving it every day. And Jill Diamond is definitely an example of what women can do given the opportunity in this sport of boxing. I remember Jill Diamond fighting hard for women's boxing to get them rated to have try to create equal parity when it comes to different decisions and different organizations around the world to give women these opportunities. And she's creating this summit so you can hear from some of the women that already have participated in boxing, that are participated in boxing, and some that are the future of boxing, and give them the opportunities to tell how we can make women's boxing better. So this is April 2nd and 3rd of 2025 at the Orleans Hotel, the WBC Women's Summit for women's boxing. I think that's great. Attend. So it's we're only a couple weeks away here from that event happening. So get them tickets, go online and register and get out there. It's going to be awesome and it's going to be great. And thank you so much, Juli, Jill Diamond, and Mauricio Suleiman. It's greatly appreciated, and I'm glad to see that equality is on the rise. And thank you so much. But yeah, let's take it uh, right down to Orlando, Florida today. There's going to be some fights down there. It looks like Williams versus Valargi. Williams weighed 160 pounds, and Valargi weighed 159.8 pounds, and Barlingo and Garcia Ortiz. Barlingo weighed 169.9 pounds, and Ortiz weighed 167.4 pounds. So that is tonight in Orlando on DAZN. If you can't get down there to watch it live, tune in to DAZN. I think it's going to be some dynamite fights on that card tonight. So get out there and look at it. Let's move to up to New York, Ring 8, Boxers Helping Boxers. It looks like Ring 8 has sold out their event for the New York Boxing Hall of Fame. That's sold out. That's happening this month, and we're glad to see that the event was sold out 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. So people want to go see. Just to name a few that's going in there, you got Mitch Green, who's being inducted Mitch Green, I had the pleasure of training when he was fighting, and even when he fought Mike Tyson, I trained him. Then he lost, but Mitch Green was the standout amateur in New York, a Golden Glover, and I'm glad to see that he has the opportunity um, to be among boxing greats, which he is in New York, and to be going into the New York Boxing Hall of Fame with Ring 8. Boxers Helping Boxers. It's a nonprofit organization that they help boxers who may have fell on hard time. They need rent assistance, car assistance. Car might have broke down. They can't get to the gym and stuff like that. Ring 8, the money that's donated and things that how they raise money through their dinner. They continue to work hard with Ron Manier, who's now president, is doing a yeoman job um, to bring funds in so he can continue to help these boxers helping boxers that have fell on hard times. So you can donate, or the dinner sold out, but you can continue to donate. That's what this organization does. They give awards out, induct people. And I thank them for giving me a boxing historian award for Ring 8. And I want to thank them so much. Ron McNair, man, you keep up the good work. I know sometimes it gets hard in the struggle of trying to do business to keep it on track, and you got it on track with a sellout dinner like this here. Before they weren't selling out too much. It was rough for them to sell tickets, but it looks like your meetings are going well. We post the meetings up all the time, the date and time where the meetings are at, and the meetings are sold out. This event sold out. So Ron McNair, congratulations, and keep up the hard work. It's greatly needed in boxing. And like the old saying says, if you can do it there, you can do it anywhere. New York, New York. Thank you, Rob McNair. Yeah, now let's move out to Cali, the National Boxing Hall of Fame with Bill and Linda Dempsey Young, April 27, 2025, at the Montebello uh, Grand Canyon, Quiet Canyon. The Hall of Fame dinner is going on. That's April 27th, and the list is long, fine, but distinguished. But who's leading the class is Larry Holmes. Boy, Larry Holmes. I met Larry Holmes in 1972 at Muhammad Ali's training camp in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania. He probably only had around about 5 fights when I first met him, and see him rise up through the ranks to become one of the uh, great heavyweight champions. I think he had 19 title defenses, Larry Holmes had. And maybe in the heavyweight division, second or third, Larry Holmes. But to see him accomplish that, and then for myself to have a fighter named Tim Witherspoon fight Larry Holmes and gave him the fight of his life. And many people thought that Tim beat him, but he didn't get the nod. But what a heck of a fight that was. So Larry Holmes, if you can remember his fights with Ken Norton, when Larry Holmes and Ken Norton went toe to toe when he got the belt. Man, if you have a chance, man, go on YouTube and find that fight with Larry Holmes and Ken Norton, man. You will enjoy every minute of that great fight. And then at the end of Muhammad Ali's career, where Larry Holmes got the opportunity to fight the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali. Larry came through with stopping Muhammad Ali. He's the only boxer in boxing history to stop Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali had fought a lot of the greats, but it was Larry Holmes who stopped Muhammad Ali, where Ali couldn't answer the bell. So, man, hats off to you, Larry Holmes. for your induction into the National Boxing Hall of Fame in California at Quiet Canyon, Montebello, April 27th and 2025 of this year. Bill and Linda Dempsey Young is president. Man, what an exciting event that always is. So we ask you to go out and attend this dinner with all the legends that come to that dinner. Man, you'll be surprised how many great fighters are at that dinner, like mostly all of them. So let's take it right to Indiana. The president is Craig Hawk. We want to congratulate Craig Hawk for all the great work that he does in boxing, going out helping to not only to support his boxing Hall of Fame, Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame, but he supports all the other ones around the country. So Craig Hawk, the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame, their dinner is May 2nd, May 3rd of 2025 of this year. It's at the Hilton, the airport Hilton, the Garden Inn in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's out by the airport. Man, let me tell you, when you get there and you come, you're talking about exciting moments. The Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame, they do a great job of the people that are attending. It's always sold out. And I'm telling you, you better hurry up and get your tickets because this event, May 2nd, May 3rd in Indianapolis, Indiana, it's almost sold out. So hurry up, get on the phone, get online, and buy tickets online, and get in touch with Craig and his staff. Man, get out there to that. And you don't want to miss that because that's always great. Um, for you to know who's going in there, you got Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer, gold medalist, former heavyweight champ. He's going in with James Lights Out Tony. He's going in the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. And also being inducted are Darryl Peoples. He's president of the IBF. He's going in. International Boxing Federation called the IBF. Darryl People is president. He's being inducted to the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. And plus, Gilberto Mendoza Jr., who's president of the WBA, which is the longest reigning boxing organization. His father's already inducted, and he's going to be inducted this year, May 2nd and 3rd, at the Hilton Garden Inn at the airport in Indianapolis. He's going in. His father's already in there, so it's something unique. Father and son, what creates history within itself to be inducted into a Hall of Fame like that. So also Freddie Ladd, congratulations to Freddie Ladd. I had the opportunity to train Freddie, and I'm glad that Freddie is going into the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. He's going to be there. Um, um, DeJesus Alara, he's going in there. Uh, Cello's going in. I want to congratulate each and every one of you, man, for going into the Indiana. The board voted for you. You got the head nod, and you're going into the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame May 2nd, May 3rd, 2025. And all this stuff is just right around the corner. Time's moving by so fast, man. Next thing you know, we have done all of these other Hall of Fame right there. Indiana will be right there. But um, congratulations, Craig Hawk, for all that you do for boxing. And what a magnificent Hall of Fame awards and dinner that you have May 2nd, May 3rd at the Hilton Garden Inn in Indianapolis, Indiana. May 2nd, May 3rd, y'all. Make sure you attend. Well, let's take it upstate New York. to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. The International Boxing Hall of Fame will have their induction ceremonies from June 5th through the 8th of 2025. Ed Brophy is the director of the International Boxing Hall of Fame. And boy, it's going to be jam packed up there at their dinner, for all the things that they do when people come in from around the world, because it's International Boxing Hall of Fame. And boy, do they pack in. Who's leading the class this year is Manny Pacquiao. Boy, his country folks, do they follow him? And that event is almost sold out, so you better hurry up and get your ticket to that. Manny Pacquiao's going in, and hats off to Manny Pacquiao. What a dynamite, exciting fighter Manny Pacquiao is, and he's going into the International Boxing Hall of Fame June 5th uh, through the 8th of 2025 in upstate New York. So look, also a fighter that I had the pleasure of training, and I want to congratulate him also, is Michael Second to None. Michael Second to None is part of that class that's going in there. Man, what an exciting time! And Michael Nunn got a couple Hall of Fames he's going in this year. We'll be announcing him going into the Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame too when we get to that. But right now we're talking about the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Michael Nunn, congratulations, man. And Kenny Bailiff. Hey, Kenny, man, what a great referee. I remember the days when Kenny, man, when you were talking to us, man, you wanted the opportunity to be a referee, and the opportunity to referee fights, and look at you now, man. My hat's off to you. You're going into the International Boxing Hall of Fame, Kenny. Boy, Kenny been referee of a lot of great fights, a lot of great matchups, man. Congratulate you. That is June 5th through the 8th. The International Boxing Hall of Fame director is Ed Brophy, man. Congratulations. The list is long, fine, but distinguished to that. So look it up online. You can find it. And also, will take you from the international across 90, headed west to the Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame in September 20th, to be a fact. Larry Lazardi is president. Mark Irwin, who from time to time he profile fighters on the World Boxing Review. He's vice president of Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame and the Buffalo Boxing Hall of Fame. But September 20th, 25, at the Brooks House Inn, they will be having their induction ceremonies, and heading that class is Michael Second to None, man. Oh, man, Michael, congratulations again. And also Henry Tillman. If those of you may have forgotten or aware who Henry Tillman is, Henry Tillman had stopped Mike Tyson twice going to the Olympics, and he is Henry Tillman end up winning the gold medal for the United States. He's going in the Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame on September 20th, 2025. Man, we want to congratulate you, Henry Tillman, for your hard work and stuff, as well deserved for all of y'all guys. But also, Freddie Ladd. Freddie Ladd is going into the Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame, man. Well deserved, Freddie. You deserve all the Hall of Fames that have selected you to go in there, man. You God bless, God sent to get the opportunity to go in these Hall of Fames. And Lauren, who is secretary for the Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame, she got the nod with the voting committee to induct her. So congratulations to you for going in. And again, that Rochester Boxing Hall of Fame, Dinner is September 20th, 2025, the Brooks Inn in Rochester, New York. So let's take it down to Atlantic City now. We're in September. Atlantic City. Atlantic City announced their class for 2025. The dinner would be September 25th in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And head in the class, this fighter I used to train, named Julian the Hawk Jackson from the St. Thomas Virgin Islands. We want to congratulate you, Julian, and each and every one of y'all that's going into the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. The president is Ray McCline. Congratulate you, Ray McCline, on your hard work and your committee for a magnificent vote for a magnificent class that are going in September 25th in Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame at the Hard Rock Casino in Atlantic City. Class of 2025, Julian the Hawk Jackson, congratulations from St. Thomas Virgin Islands, man. He's in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Now he's in Atlantic City. He's just making his trip. Last year, he went into the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. So he's just making his Hall of Fame runs where people are seeing the great accomplishments that Julian Hawk Jackson's done. What a gentleman and a scholar. So we say, go man, run off and get your tickets to these great Hall of Fame events, man. It's just amazing that these guys have these Hall of Fames up and going, and many of them been going for years now. So please go out and attend and keep the spirit of boxing alive. Boxing's dead, it ain't alive. And we're going to take it right overseas to Saudi Arabia now with Turk Al-Sheikh. We want to give you the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum, Turk Al-Sheikh. It looks like Turk Al-Sheikh has announced the TKO boxing thing that they're going to, something new. He has put things out. He owns the Ring magazine, which is one of the oldest magazines in boxing, where Nat Fletcher had started, and that used to have boxing ratings and all that. It has a belt, and it looks like Turk Al-Sheikh and the Saudi Arabia government and all that, all the money that they have put up for boxing. It looks like he said that he's not trying to get rid of the organizations. He's not trying to get rid of boxing commissions or anything. He's just trying to do something addition to and not replace of something that in boxing. Well, great. Boxing needs that. Something new and improved. We boxing always has people come in rearing gun ho, but all of them trying to change it where it's well established around the world. And all you have to do is keep doing the great things that you're already doing, Turk Al-Sheikh, my brother. Just keep doing the great things that you're doing, and you will work out fine for boxing. But what boxing really needs, if we have your ear, my brother Turk Al-Sheikh, because we are Muslims, I bear witness in the oneness of God and all his angels, all his messengers. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. The charity that is needed for boxing is to start a retirement fund for boxing, guys that reach that high level of boxing. So many of them, when they're finished boxing, have no retirement, or they fall on hard times with the money that they earn when they're young in boxing. I think to do something great of charity that's needed in Saudi Arabia, this great zakat or charity. If they do that, Saudi Arabia will never, ever be forgotten that they helped boxing out by giving uh, a retirement fund for boxers that met a certain level in boxing. You start with that, and then as that grows, add on so other boxers that could afford to get a pension and how they can get involved in that. I think that is something great that boxers need. And you can start seeding the fund, my brother, by taking certain amount of money off the ticket that will go to a fund that started to get the seed money to do it. And if anybody can do it, Turk Al Sheikh, my brother, you can do it. You have the mindset to do great things. You want to do great things to help boxers. You are helping boxers by giving and putting up the sums of money that you're putting up to make these great fights. And I believe you're the one that can create this retirement plan for boxers, which would be second to none, my brother. So I want to say in closing, thank you so much that all that you do to help boxers. Um, and I want to give you the universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum. And I wish your fast for this Ramadan will be eased. And I hope that out of Ramadan is that the blessing that Allah has put in your heart is given out to help these boxers. So I want to thank y'all as we close and for tuning into the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snowell. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions as we travel the world for past, present, and future stars. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.